Welcome to this tutorial where we'll explore the process of creating and editing sequences in TALOS, Motion Lab's powerful control application for stage automation. A sequence is an enumerated collection of steps directing the movement of players, groups, or cues. The step progresses to the next step when the advanced step condition is met. Motion parameters like position, speed, acceleration, and deceleration are required for players and groups. To begin, navigate to Rehearsal on stage left and select the Sequence button in the lower ribbon, revealing the Rehearsal Sequence screen. The player tree displays all players and groups in your current show file. The cue tree displays all the cues for this show file. The Sequences panel is where you create, copy, or delete sequences. The Step Tool palette contains various condition options for advancing your sequence, and the Sequence Editor is where you build your sequence. Let's create a new sequence named Intro by typing it into the Name field in the Sequence Control panel and selecting the Create button. The sequence is added and set as the current sequence. Now let's add steps to our sequence. I'll create a sequence with 4 steps. Press the Add Step button below the Sequence panel, and an empty step pad appears. You can add steps one at a time or all at once. Notice that TALOS assigns default descriptions corresponding to the step number. These can be changed by simply highlighting the description and typing in a new one. For the first step, I'll move Group Array 1. Drag and drop Array 1 from the player tree to the empty step pad in Step 1. The step pad displays the step number and the assigned player, group, or cue. When a player or group is dropped into the step pad, the Step Set Point field appears. I will add set point parameters, specifying a position set point for group Array 1 to move to a height of 11 feet 3 inches. The red step number indicates that the step has not been validated yet. This is a concept covered in detail in our Running a Sequence tutorial. I must also add a step advance condition. I want this step to automatically advance to Step 2. So I will drag and drop the Auto Advance condition from the Step Tool palette to the Step Advance condition pad. You can display more information on the step by selecting the Motion Labs logo at the corner of the step. A pop-up appears with more step details. The View button displays the members of the group. For the next move, I want player Charlie to move 9 feet 3 inches at a speed of 75 feet per minute with acceleration and deceleration rates of 1 second. I don't want the sequence to index to the next move until it reaches its set point, so I will assign a Move Complete Step Advance condition. A similar condition is Time Delay on Finish. I can edit any condition by dragging and dropping over existing inputs. I'll change the Move Complete condition to Time Delay on Finish, entering a 1.5 second delay. This means TALOS will wait 1.5 seconds after the set point has been reached before advancing to the next step. TALOS also offers a Time Delay on Start advanced step condition, useful for delaying starts between 2 players. I'll demonstrate by making Step 2 a Time Delay on Start with a 1.5 second delay and assigning Lucy to Step 3. I will assign the same move parameters as player Charlie and a Move Complete Auto Advance condition. In this scenario, player Charlie begins its move, and after 1.5 seconds, it advances to Step 3, initiating player Lucy's move. You can assign a cue to run in a sequence. Let's assign cue Electric to run in Step 4. To view moves that belong to this cue, click on the Motion Labs logo and select the View button, displaying the Move table from the cue screen. I'll assign the Advance button, meaning the current step indexes to the next step when the Advance button is pressed on the control panel on center stage. The last advanced step condition I want to introduce is On Event. This condition allows users to assign multiple conditions for step advancement using and/or operator logic commonly used in programming. Let's take a quick look at these operators. The AND operator returns true only if both of its operands are true. The OR operator returns true if at least one of its operands is true. When an on-event advanced condition is assigned, an on-event pad appears. TALOS offers 3 on-event conditions. Let me add a branch circuit of conditions to demonstrate. Let's make the first condition, step finished. It is true when the assigned step has finished running. Enter the step finish number via the step finish spin box. Notice when this condition is assigned, you do not have to assign anything to the on-event pad. I will add an OR condition by right-clicking on the on-event box and the Add an OR condition. I am going to make this a position less than and assign player lights 4. I want this condition to become true when the player lights 4 position becomes less than or equal to 6 feet. Lastly, I will add an AND condition and use a position greater than condition to make sure one of the hoists from group array is greater than 10.5 feet before the step indexes. Let's quickly review the conditions I programmed. First, either step 1 must have finished running or player lights 4 must be positioned below 6 feet. If either one of these is true, and player window A is greater than 10 feet, TALOS will advance to the next step, or in this case, end the sequence, since it is the last step in the sequence. A maximum of 4 AND operators and 3 OR operators per AND condition are permitted in TALOS. Before concluding, let's explore some editing functions in the sequence editor. You can right-click to reorder steps, or insert or delete a step or on-event condition. In the Sequence panel, duplicate a sequence by selecting the Copy button. Enter a new sequence name in the text field and press Copy to save time when creating similar sequences. The Clear button clears the current sequence from the sequence editor. You can also delete a sequence by loading it and selecting the Delete button. TALOS will confirm your decision. If you select Yes, it will delete the current sequence. Remember to save any edits in your show file. That's it for this tutorial. Check out our other tutorials on our channel. Thanks for watching.